Assalamu alaikum friends, welcome to my channel MBBS and BDS lectures. Today our topic is related to microbiology classification of bacteria. Before going to explanation, if you want to watch the same lecture in Urdu Hindi, I already upload the same lecture in Urdu Hindi on my YouTube channel. Go and watch that video. But if you want to watch in English language, then this video is for you. Now today our topic is classification of bacteria. First we classify the bacteria on the basis of cell wall into three major groups. Number one, bacteria without cell wall, and the bacteria without cell wall mean bacteria which have no cell wall. In this group, the bacteria species is come which is mycoplasma. The second group is spiral bacteria with cell wall or spirochetes. This group of bacteria are spiral in shape, mean spring shape, but they have cell wall, but the cell wall is not rigid, they have normal cell wall. In this group, the bacteria is come number one, Treponema, number two, Leptospira, number three, Borrelia. These three bacteria are come in spiral bacteria without cell wall or spirochete group. The third group on the basis of cell wall is bacteria with rigid cell wall. Mean first we classify bacteria on the basis of cell wall, bacteria without cell wall, in which mycoplasma is come. Second, both two groups have cell wall, but the difference is this group have rigid cell wall, but this group spirochetes or spiral bacteria with cell wall, these have cell wall but not rigid cell wall, and these bacteria are spiral in shape, are spring shape, in which the bacteria is come Treponema, Leptospira, Borrelia. And the third group is bacteria with rigid cell wall. Now, first we classify on the basis of cell wall into three. Then, again further, we classify bacteria with rigid cell wall on the basis of bacterial function, mean bacteria work inside the cell of host body or outside the cell of host. Mean on the basis of function, inside and outside the cell, we classify the bacteria with rigid cell wall into two major groups. Number one, obligate intracellular bacteria. Number two, extracellular bacteria. Obligate mean necessary. For this group, inside the host cell is necessary. For their function, inside the host cell is necessary. This is obligate intracellular bacteria. Second group is extracellular bacteria, mean these bacteria work outside the host cell. Now, in obligate intracellular bacteria, the inside the host cell is necessary for bacteria function. In this group, the two bacteria is come. Number one, chlamydia. Number two, rickettsia. Now, how we remember these bacteria? We make a simple mnemonics for this CR. Like in class, there is a class representative CR. Without CR, the class activity is impossible, because CR arrange the classes, CR arrange everything of class. Mean for any class, CR is obligate, necessary. Same here, for this bacteria inside the cell is, inside the host cell for their function is obligate, necessary. Now, we remember by mnemonics the bacteria CR. C mean chlamydia, R mean rickettsia. Now come to the extracellular bacteria. Then, extracellular bacteria work outside the host cell. Now, extracellular bacteria we divide the extracellular bacteria further into three major groups on the basis of response to staining. Now, there are two staining system. Number one is gram staining, number two is acid fast staining. Now, those extracellular bacteria which responds to gram staining, by help of gram staining, we divide the extracellular bacteria into two major groups, gram positive bacteria and gram negative bacteria. These two groups respond the gram staining. The third group, which do not respond the gram staining but respond the acid fast staining. These bacteria which do not respond the gram staining and responds to another staining, acid fast staining, this group is called acid fast bacteria. Now on the basis of staining, we divide the extracellular bacteria into gram positive bacteria, gram negative bacteria, which responds to gram staining, and the third group is acid fast bacteria, which responds to acid fast staining. Now we further classify the gram positive bacteria. We further divide into cocci and bacilli. Cocci mean round shaped bacteria, bacilli mean rod shaped bacteria. Then we divide the further cocci into two groups, streptococcus, staphylococcus. Strep mean thread, mean these bacteria, these round bacteria make a thread, make a chain. When many cocci, round bacteria, make a strep, this is called streptococcus. And second is staphylococcus. Staphylo means bunch, like bunch of grapes. These round bacteria, these cocci bacteria make bunch like grapes. This is known as staphylococcus. Mean we divide the gram positive into cocci and bacilli, then again we divide the cocci into streptococcus and staphylococcus. Streptococcus is thread-like and staphylococcus is bunch-like. Then second is bacillus. We again divide the bacilli into rod-shaped bacteria into spore-forming and non-spore-forming. In spore-forming, the two bacteria come bacillus, cholestridum. In non-spore-forming, again the two bacteria come listeria, corynebacterium. This is the gram-positive bacteria. Now come to the acid-fast bacteria. Acid-fast bacteria are those bacteria which respond to acid-fast staining. In acid-fast bacteria, the two bacteria come Mycobacterium tuberculosis, which cause TB, and Mycobacterium leprae, which cause leprosy. This is the acid-fast bacteria. The third group is gram-negative bacteria. Now again, like we divide the gram-positive into cocci and bacilli, again we divide the gram-negative into cocci and bacilli. Now cocci is the again round shape, bacilli is the rod shape. Now in cocci, the two bacteria come Neisseria gonorrhea and Neisseria meningitis. Neisseria gonorrhea cause gonorrhea, which is genital disease, and Neisseria meningitis cause meningitis, which is inflammation of meninges. This is the gram-negative cocci. Second is the bacilli, which is rod shape. Again we divide the bacilli, gram-negative bacilli, into four groups: enteric, non-enteric, respiratory and zoonotic. First, enteric. Enteric are those gram-negative bacilli which present in our intestine. And the bacteria which come in this group, enteric group, is Salmonella, Shigella, Vibrio, Campylobacter. Mainly the enteric group cause diarrhea. Second, because why? Because it is present in intestine. Second group is non-enteric. In non-enteric group, which are not present in intestine. In non-enteric, the bacteria come Klebsiella, Proteus, Pseudomonas, Bacteroides. The third group is respiratory, which present in our respiratory system, which cause disease in our respiratory system. In the respiratory, the bacteria is come in the respiratory group Haemophilus, Bordetella, Legionella. And the last group is zoonotic. Zoonotic means the bacteria which are present in animal, and we gain this bacteria by animal source. In zoonotic, the bacteria which present in this group is Brucella Yersinia. This is the whole classification of bacteria. Now, again we revise repeatedly. First, we classify bacteria on the basis of cell wall into bacteria without cell wall, in which mycoplasma is come. Second, bacteria with spiral bacteria with cell wall, which have no rigid cell wall. In this group, which is spiral in shape, which have cell wall but not rigid cell wall, in this group, three bacteria is come: Treponema, Leptospira, Borrelia. The third group is bacteria with the rigid cell wall. Now we divide the bacteria with rigid cell wall group into two groups on the basis of function inside the cell and outside the cell. Those bacteria for their function inside the cell is necessary. This group is obligate intracellular bacteria, in which two bacteria is come: Chlamydia, Rickettsia. Second is extracellular bacteria, those bacteria which work outside the host cell. Then extracellular bacteria, again we divide into three major groups on the basis of staining: gram staining and acid-pass staining. Those which respond to gram staining, gram-positive bacteria, and gram-negative bacteria. Those which do not respond to gram staining and respond to acid-pass staining, this is acid-pass bacteria. Now in gram-positive bacteria, we again divide the gram-positive bacteria into cocci and bacilli. Cocci is round shape, bacilli is rod shape. And in cocci, those which make thread called streptococcus, those which make bunch like grapes called staphylococcus. And then in bacilli, again we divide the bacilli into two: spore forming, non-spore forming. Bacteria which are spore forming, Bacillus and Clostridium. Bacteria which non-spore forming is Listeria corynebacterium. Second group is acid-pass bacteria. Those bacteria which respond to acid-pass staining, in which mycobacterium is come. There are two mycobacterium types: Mycobacterium tuberculosis, which cause TB; Mycobacterium leprae, which cause leprosy. The third group is gram-negative bacteria. Again, we divide the gram-negative bacteria into cocci and bacilli. Cocci is round shape, bacilli is rod shape. And in bacilli, the two bacteria is come: Neisseria gonorrhea, which cause gonorrhea, which is genital disease, and second is Neisseria meningitis, which cause meningitis, which is inflammation of meninges. And second is bacilli, mean rod shape. We divide the bacilli into two groups on the basis of their location. Those bacteria which present in intestine are called enteric, in which Salmonella, Shigella, Vibrio, Campylobacter is come. Second, which are not present in intestine, in this group, Klebsiella, Proteus, Pseudomonas, and Bacteroides is come. The third group which location in our respiratory system, these are Haemophilus, Bordetella, Legionella. And the fourth, which come from animal source, which we gain from animal source, which present in animal, these are zoonotic, in which Brucella and Yersinia is come. This is the classification of bacteria. Now, what is the advantage of classification? The advantage of classification is that when in exam short note is come on any bacteria or long note is come on any bacteria, if we remember this classification, we easily write short and long note points very easily. First, like in exam, Haemophilus bacteria is come. Now, if we remember the classification, first, Haemophilus is respiratory bacteria. Its location in our respiratory system. Mean, if it is first, it is respiratory bacteria. Mean, its location is our respiratory system. Second, when it present in our respiratory system, it causes respiratory disease. These are the 2 points. Third, Haemophilus is bacilli, mean rod shape. Fourth, Haemophilus is gram-negative bacteria, which responds to gram staining. Fifth point is Haemophilus is extracellular bacteria, mean it work outside the cell. The sixth point, it is bacteria with rigid cell wall. Now, if we remember this classification, we easily write a note, a short and long note, easily on any bacteria. Like if we select a gram-positive bacteria, like Staphylococcus iscum in exam. First we write it is round bacteria cocci, and it make a bunch like grape. Third, it is cocci. Fourth, it is gram-positive bacteria. Fifth, it is extracellular bacteria. And the sixth point, it is bacteria with rigid cell wall. Now this classification is necessary. We should remember this classification, and then we study in detail each type of bacteria. It is very easy for us to remember. Now today our topic is complete. In next videos we will study each group in detail in separate video. Like in one video we will study the bacteria without cell wall, like mycoplasma, its virulent factor, its disease, it's everything. Like in next video we will study about spiral bacteria with cell wall, and then bacteria with rigid cell wall, obligate intracellular bacteria. We make a separate video on obligate intracellular bacteria, and we make a separate video on gram positive cocci, and gram positive bacilli, and acid fast, and gram negative cocci, bacilli, and again separate video on enteric, non-enteric, respiratory, and zoonotic. Now today our topic classification of bacteria is complete. If you like my video, press the like button and share this video with your friends. If you are new to my channel, subscribe my channel by pressing the red subscribe button, and also press the bell icon to open all notification for receiving my each new video notification. For watching my videos, I am very thankful to you. Thank you very much.